Welcome to Poker Market, making poker more efficient.
Hello and welcome everyone, this is Paul doing the hand analysis for the Bulgarian Strategy Forum. So there was a little promotion in August of 2016 where everybody could post hand histories to the Bulgarian Strategy section, and if you did so, you had a very high chance of getting your hand evaluated by me. So in this video we're going to do that. And one of the hands which was lucky enough to be picked will also be lucky enough to get a prize reward of winning a full buy-in to the limit where the hand was posted at. So first of all, thanks to everyone who was posting their hands for advice in the strategy forum. I think there were about 20 hands posted in August total, and I've picked 8 of those which I thought were interesting, and we're going to look at them and review them together. Alright, so let's get right into the action here. The first one was posted by Marianne, and it's an ace-king offsuit hand played on NL4. Now very slowly scroll down here so we get the action going. So we find ourselves with 115 big blinds at NL4 on microgaming, and the action pre-flop is get a 3x open raise from mid position, so it's 6-handed. And on the button we find ace-king. We usually go from 3 big blinds to 8 or 9 or 10 big blind 3-bet here. And Hero decides to go for 9.5 big blind 3-bet, so slightly on the larger side, but that's good. And then mid position calls the 3-bet. Flop comes in, as you can see, king 7-3 hearts, and mid position checks. Question is, what you should do? Well, super easy value bet. We have very strong hand. Top pair most likely best, if not flush draw. So obviously easy bet. Sizing plan here is typically bet between 1/3 and 1/2 of the pot. Other sizes are possible, so half pot will be 40 cents, a third of the pot will be 26 cents. Hero bets 50 cents, so it's a bit large. Not a problem because we have a very strong hand, but maybe overall is a kind of large sizing. Anyway, opponent goes at check raises a small size because it's, well, I guess it's normal size against our bet, but it's kind of big given the stacks are only $4, and he's putting in 170, so by now he's put in exactly half a stack. So essentially what mid position is doing, he's going all in here, right? He's almost never raising to this amount and then still folding for half pot behind. So yeah, essentially saying he has a very strong hand, he wants to get it all in. So what do we do against that? Well, we have to get all in as well. There's no way we can ever fold that, so either it's call or it's jam directly on the flop. Now if mid position has some bluffs here, like he's sometimes raising a weak hand and then would fold if we go all in. We prefer just calling, so you can keep bluffing on the turn. Maybe hits like a worse pair, which he goes all in with. I think it's very unlikely here, so I don't think calling is very attractive. On the other hand, he might have a hand which is not going to put in money on some specific turn cards. He might have a hand like ace-king without the ace of hearts, of course, because we have that. And then if the turn card has a heart, he might check fold that. In that situation, we really prefer to go all in on the flop and get it all in with 60% equity against that, or instead of having him check fold some of the turns where equity spikes up. So I think I slightly prefer pushing here over calling, although I think calling is also good and almost no difference, like it's a very low difference. Turn card comes a 10, other guy goes all in for half pot all in, and we obviously have to call that, so good, looks good. I think that was that hand, so I think it's well played, apart from maybe bet flop a little bit smaller and maybe go all in when he raises, because well, we have very good equity. It's very obvious what our equity is, so he might make a good decision if the turn's a heart, and then we maybe prefer to push it all in before he can make that good decision, like check folding something on the heart. Or though on the other hand, maybe as a bluff hand you want to keep that in, also good counter argument. So I think it keeps the balance there, and both are fine. Alright, let's go on to the next hand, see what else we have. This one is called ace-king something, so we're gonna need to translate this because I'm not very good in Bulgarian. So you may want to see the introduction here first. So I have this little Google Translate thingy, which works reasonably well. So he writes, let's not spoil the action. I know the situation seems standard, but I'd like to hear someone's opinion. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Opponent is loose pre-flop, 3-bet 9%, fold to 4-bet low. So not bet on turn, set most like too high. Okay, so it makes a little bit of read there, but we'll do that. So the read is just opponent is loose aggro. So that's that. Okay, let's go back and see what happens here. So we find ourselves with ace king again on no limit for microgaming again. So you guys are maybe playing against each other there. Although this one's dollars, microgaming is only in euros though, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but maybe it's just a conversion thing. So pick up an ace king in the cutoff and open to 2.5 big blinds. Small blind goes ahead and 3 bets to 7 big blinds. Question, of course, should we 4-bet or should we just call? In the cutoff, usually ace king against a 3-bet. You can call, you can 4-bet, both are fine. I'll generally say you should 4-bet against the small blind and maybe just call against the big blind. But both plays just fine, certainly. Given we have information that the guy 3-bets a lot and does not like folding to 4-bets, we should certainly 4-bet this as a value 4-bet. I don't think it's too debatable. Sizing, we usually go from 7 big blinds to 17. If you want to go very small, you can go 16 big blinds. If you want to go very big, you can go 20 big blinds. So actually go, what's that? In terms of big blinds, 1.5 less than 20, so that's 18.5. It was 7 to 18.5, so it looks normal size. I think that's good. And the small blind decides to call the 4-bet. Okay, so at this point, typically small blind has a pocket pair, which is normal, like medium pocket pair, 6s to jacks, something like that. And then you'll have very good high cards, so ace queen, king queen suited, ace jack